And we are live here at the Prasaga.com VIP Gala after the Agora Global Blockchain Congress. Has been a heck of an event. I'll tell you what, we have a cast of characters here like I've never really seen in Dubai. It really has been really something else. And you know, part of what makes it something else is, of course, all the people that come here, the fact that Dubai is open. I'm sitting there with one of the Chinese delegates a little earlier. We're having lunch. She's telling me how, you know, if anybody gets this, they lock everybody down and they do this and they do that. And everybody's fine, guys. You know, everybody's fine. Business as usual here. Of course, they are taking precautionary methods and everything else to keep everybody as safe as possible. But business is happening. Dubai is open. And because Dubai and the UAE have stayed open, we're able to come here and grow our businesses and do amazing things. So speaking of amazing things, we have Prasaga.com. They are building the next generation level 1 blockchain. And when I say level 1 blockchain, what that means is that it's kind of like an Ethereum, or it's like a Bitcoin, or whatever. I could say some other ones, but this level 1 blockchain is completely scalable that they're building. And when they started building this, they were working on IoT devices and smart cities. And there was no real blockchain that was scalable to handle this type of technology, which requires a vast amount of different capacities. So they started building this layer 1 blockchain. This has been an extremely successful event for us. Of course, I'm working with the team, Prasaga.com, putting this together. Hadi has done a wonderful job of bringing the right amount of projects that are nice and vetted with the right amount of investors that are interested in making a move. And that's the most important thing. And then, of course, you have to have a good project and a good team, which they have. Of course, Jay Moore has been absolutely fantastic. The man's done multiple startups. He knows how to raise money. He knows how to do the different things that you need to do. Does a wonderful job. Of course, we have Michael Moore that showed up here tonight as well. He is the CEO and is doing a great job. And Rich as well, who you met. We interviewed him earlier. He's the EVP of product. He's also doing a great job. So just wanted to kind of show you around what we have going on here. I think some of the tables might have moved out here, but we have a wonderful setup here. I don't know how much you can see, so we'll just kind of walk out, right? You can see that?
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
Okay, so.
Just like it feels.
Just like it feels. Actually, so nice to be here in Dubai right now, let me tell you. We've been coming here once a month. We're spending a week here for the last however long, every month, and it has been hot. And now it's so nice, so nice. If you have to walk down the street in your blazer, you're okay. You're like, you know, it's really nice. So from what I understand, that's pretty much how it is for the rest of the winter. But we're here on top of the Sofitel, wonderful venue and nice gala dinner that we have here. All the big, places are here. We have, of course, CV Labs. We have multiple family offices and a bunch of other places. So maybe let's take a little walk, huh? Hey, Farzan, how are you, man?
Catch me over.
Yes,
Catch you.
yes. How are you? Good to see you. So, we got you on camera here. You know how it is.
Our favorite global media.
Yes, our
Always,
favorite
everywhere
global
you
media.
are.
Always
Yes,
having a great
wonderful.
time. So tell me, Farzan, a little bit about, how it's been here, because you've been throughout COVID, I think gone through different things as yourself. And here we are on top of the beautiful Sofitel. So tell me a little bit about how you've seen the evolution of the space here and what you thought about the Congress.
Oh, actually, the whole Dubai, we have positioned and it has become the global capital for blockchain, crypto, and digital economy. The global capital. And it is truly so.
It is true.
From over 100 countries, all the leaders of the blockchain and crypto, whether the community, the developers, the underlying technologies, first layer, all the players, DeFi's, NFTs, everyone is here.
It's
and
true.
big time here.
It's true. And if
So,
you're not
and they're
here, you're not
settling
in.
here. And they're settling here. There was a proposal I wrote to the rulers of Dubai 2 years ago. It's now everywhere, spreading. Beyond that, the well-managed process of the, you see, all open.
Yeah.
There is no COVID here, you can call.
Yeah.
At least no visible.
So
you know, the Chinese
you
thing.
get over it. It's pretty fast, guys.
No. The concept is we call it Neijing Waisong. Internally tight, externally open.
Yes.
Well managed inside, externally business as usual.
Exactly.
We didn't go through the sways of going a little bit of extreme of closing completely and then opening completely and back and forth and either economy suffering or the health.
Right.
Health managed, economy open.
Well,
This is the success of Dubai.
It is the success of Dubai. And, you know, in dealing with something like COVID, I mean, whether it's from the injection or whether you get it or not, the herd immunity is really the only way forward on this thing. So we have to make sure that we protect the sick and the elderly, and everybody else needs to be safely moving ahead and working and moving the world forward, which is what we're here for. We're here for a very short time.
Healing of the nations on all levels, economic level, human level, mind and mentality, and all these national divisions all have to go away. Unity and oneness of the world of humanity.
The crossroads of the world, I call Dubai. Now, Farsan, you're obviously a very important guy here. You're working with a lot of projects. Tell me a little bit about yourself and your history here in Dubai.
Oh, I have been coming to Dubai, and in fact, for that matter, the whole of GCC, the Gulf Cooperation Council, for 30 years, at least 300 times, and I was invited here to support or help with the crisis management and COVID policies and then, as I said, but I am also in Oman with Sultan Qaboos appointed me as the honorary consul for China, and that's lifetime arrangement, and the current Sultan is a good friend and we know for many years, and then the same thing with the leaders in all of the GCC. I brought the sovereign wealth fund from the Arab states to invest in China, in the Industrial Commercial Bank of China. That's the first ever in the world history. And it became the ICBC became number one, not only bank, but number one Fortune Forbes corporation. No more GEs or Mitsubishis.
Right.
So I did that market positioning, put us on the map. And as you said, I have an ecosystem of over 50 companies that we have grown and multiplied. And as this is only 2 years. As we deliver and grow and multiply, some of them by 100x, some of them one case by 20,000x in 1 year.
That is what
in a
you
classic
love
way.
to hear, okay?
And it's a swap of shares and annexation and creating of conglomerate in a short time. So having done that now, the more success we have, the more companies are joining. So we become our own ecosystem. So while I was drawing down all my resources in 150 countries into these platforms, as these platforms become successful, then I don't need to do that. The platform, the need of one becomes the solution of the other and the other way around. So I'm moving towards that. Future trends, your friend, your partner, to become an ecosystem for companies who want to grow exponentially and by mega multiplication.
Well, I can't tell you the number of people I talk to. Of course, I consult a lot of different companies, and they say, "Do you know?" And
Farzam.
Of course,
Future
I do.
trends.
So it's so fun. Always a pleasure to have you on.
I myself was shocked about our influence when I realized my influence is not by media. It's on the ground and grassroots. And as you said, wherever we go, that there are always, I mean, the whole 150 countries, even a village I go, they already have met me before in person.
Wow.
It's not an air raid style, it's infantry style.
Well, it's an amazing thing. And, you know, as we get older and we do all these things and we help out people and we help out businesses, of course, it starts to pay off. You touch a lot of people. And when you've touched a lot of people and you've affected them in a great way, then of course it makes you a great
True
person.
philosophy. From childhood, I have that philosophy. Since the day I was born onward, I need nothing. I need nothing. All provided. The second is that you first help others and naturally the karma comes back to you. In fact, we have to become source. Most people of the world, they are our followers. And they are all waiting. Like one Chinese employee lady of mine told me, we are like a little cat and you have to give us the milk. From that day, I realized not only that, the majority of humanity are like that. They are waiting for other people to do them favors. Whereas we have to be the ones that are doing others favors. And of course, we do it systematically when we are a company.
Be a doer, not a milk drinker, okay?
Thank you. It's always nice to talk to you. You are the best. Really.
You're the best, too, man.
Okay, very good.
You're the man. You're the man. What are you doing tomorrow?
I'm here around.
You're around. We're going to go to, I think, the Bitman and some of the other places, too. So.
Sure. Yeah,
awesome.
That's very good.
Cheers.
The spirit and the naturality that you have is very, very amazing.
Thank you so much.
I love you, bro.
Thank you. Okay, catch up. We're going to move along here. And, of course, we have very important table here. Michael, we're gonna get a selfie here. We got Muhammad Ali. You know how long I've tried to get this guy on camera.
Oh my God! I am not yet dressed up. Tell me, I have to go.
You're going.
Yeah, I'm
I
happy
see you're
about
wearing
that.
a new. It's like a new color, new style, right? Today?
Yes, I think we done the team, the board, everybody happy about
Yes.
The achievement
Yes.
and the vibe that Dubai bring to the company.
Yeah.
To kick off the project and have Dubai a showcase for the world is the best spot in the world. Please watch us soon.
Yeah. The very important guy here in Dubai. You definitely want to have Muhammad Ali on your team. He is very well connected. He knows everybody. They're relatives of his. Whatever it is, Muhammad Ali, man, you're the man. You know I love you, bro.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, bro.
We will do it.
We will do it. And we're going to Expo, right? We're going to Expo.
Yeah. We're going to go Expo with with special access.
With special access. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Perfect.
What I do? I will leave or what? Because I don't want.
We're live. We're live. So we're live. We're live.
No, I say.
No side conversations. No side conversations. Yeah, of course we're live. How are you?
Good. Can we take a picture here from us?
Absolutely.
Can you do this?
Yeah, of course.
Possible, or-
All right, we're gonna take a picture live here of the big guy from CV Labs,
This guy is much bigger than me.
Bruce
Yeah.
Porter. Nice to meet you. Here, hop on up here. I'm gonna come in nice, or you can crop it, I guess.
Wow, you're really good. Maybe you should be the cameraman.
Ha 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 ha.
Hold it straight. Straight up into the hands.
The handshake. There you go, guys. So is it safe to say that we probably have a deal coming out of here? Is that what just happened here?
We did the deal yesterday.
Fantastic. Can we talk a little bit about it?
Oh, it's really live.
Yeah, we're live, of course. So I have with me here. It's I know. I'm sorry, but it's with Big CV Labs, Oliver, and then we just met. Okay, and this is a deal that came out of this conference. Is that right?
That's like.
That's
Possible.
Possible. Yeah, actually,
Everybody's on
stage now,
tiptoeing
yes.
around. Yeah.
unfortunately, we start negotiate a bit earlier, but we had also the chance here on this great meeting to talk again about it. And finally, I think we could also agree on something, but we would like to keep it confidential. If
Of
this is
course
okay.
you would.
Yeah?
Of course you would. And I apologize for that. So it's Oliver with CV Labs.
Yeah, nice
and,
meeting you.
They are huge in the DMCC. They're like having incubating a quarter or
Yeah.
half of all of the different projects
Yes,
that are here.
actually, see, yes.
Like the numbers, are going day in, day out, and practically I see. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just, completing his sentences now
It's good
because we look up to them. The kind of work that they're doing in DMCC and especially bringing amazing startups to UAE is something I was having a chat with him is exceptional. It's not easy. It's complex. It's difficult. Somebody has to do it. Somebody authentic has to stand up, make it work, and after that, rest of the community benefits. So this is what we really like about CVC Labs. This is what we like about Oliver. This is what we like about Ralph, rest of the team in CVC Labs. And at Woodstock, we're excited to be partner in that journey.
Thank you so much.
I really mean it.
So we are very happy Woodstock is joining the Oasis ecosystem here for the UAE. And I think it will be great what's coming up over the next months and years. And we're very glad working together and to develop this ecosystem here and to make Dubai to the hotspot of the world for blockchain and so on. Yes, I think yes.
it's an amazing
Seconded, yes.
thing. We'll circle back maybe in a month or so. But I really appreciate you guys telling us.
Yeah,
a
you're
little
very
bit about
welcome.
it.
Yes.
Yeah,
No, you
coming
catched
on
us.
live.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We're on
Inshallah,
LinkedIn, and it was inshallah.
Like inshallah.
That's what they say, right?
We got it.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're moving along here. We're getting more big guys here. I really want to get Michael on camera here. the big guy. Let's see if we can do it. He's hiding. He's hiding. Michael. Michael, the big guy. Come on over here. Couple of words. Now, how did you sleep on the plane? Were you able to?
No, 3 2-hour naps, right? It's fucking over that time.
So this is Michael Holden. Michael Holden has been around the scene. We've talked to each other over the years. Big guy in the space, been doing a lot of different things. Tell me a little bit about your role in Prasaga, which has done an excellent, fantastic job here representing themselves and moving things forward, and what it meant to be involved in the Congress.
Absolutely. So again, name is Michael Holman. Thank you, Bruce. I appreciate it. And I am founder and CEO of Prasaga. We actually started this company based on, I had an Internet of Things and smart city platform. And I saw the demise of, or the breakdown of IoT and smart city through FANG, the Facebook, Amazon, Google and such, where they just wanted to own all of the devices and all of the data. So looking at that, I first reached out, and David Bieberman and I have been, my CTO and co-founder, have been kind of working at two different, I had my company, David was over at his for a few years, trying to solve things within IoT and smart city and sat on standards bodies and such. And just saw when General Electric failed, when they had a test that just completely failed, and it's because of the technology of the implementation that they were doing. We started to think about, okay, how can we decentralize? How can we do blockchain? And that's when Jay Moore, the other co-founder, was working on another project. And I asked him to come over and help write the white paper that we originally did in 2017, 2018. Reason I wanted him to do it is because nobody understood the papers that I wrote. So by doing that, it allowed us to put forth a project that got us a little bit of funding in 2018. But then it came down to the point of blockchains don't scale. And that was our biggest issue. And us as technologists, and in this industry, in the tech industry for 6 decades now, we have an issue with saying that we can do something without knowing that we can absolutely do it. So we went ahead and shut down the ICO process, and here we are today, finally.
Well, it's absolutely, and it's such a progression. I mean, I met Jay, I believe, like 4 or 5 years ago.
Right.
And so that evolution of everything, I've watched, not actively, but I've watched it happen as it went by. You also mentioned David
Yes.
Bieberman. So
Yes.
I was lucky enough, and I didn't have a whole lot of sit-ins, but I did sit in some of the investor meetings, and I heard his name mentioned a lot as, people wanted to know, well, who's the mad scientist behind Prasaga.com? And it's quite a name. Tell us a little bit about David Bieberman.
Yeah, so David, what an interesting individual this man is. One of the smartest that I've ever met. He's just math-wise. I'm going to caveat. He's not the smartest on everything, but no, Dave is he's a close friend of mine. He and I have been working. Like I said, we met in 2012, and have been working in the Internet of Things space, trying to create the interoperability. But David has a long background. I've been in tech for 6 decades now. I started in '78 with my father in an interconnect telephone company, and I was the grunt pulling the cable in the attics and crawl spaces. David wrote his first program then, and he wrote a program because he could not write legibly. His handwriting wasn't very legible. So he wrote something that's called WYSIWYG, and that stands for what you see is what you get. And what WYSIWYG is a word processor. He actually went to school with Dr. Wang. There used to be a computer company called Wang Computers. David gave that cassette tape, because floppies weren't even out yet, gave a cassette tape to Dr. Wang, and it became the Wang word processor. So that was our first forays into tech, was there. And then Dave has been just involved with, he sat with Vint Cerf and Bob Kuhn. Vint Cerf and Bob Kuhn were Mr. TCP and Mr. IP. David wrote the upper level protocols that actually allow TCP and IP to do something.
David Bieberman,
Yeah.
our mad scientist.
Yeah, involved the whole time. He sat at NIST with those guys, and NIST is the National Institute of Science and Technology. And then he also, he and a gentleman, Ross Wheeler, had a company called not Garage Games, that was Jay, called Routerware. And Routerware wrote the high performance IP stack that was chosen by Juniper and Foundry and Extreme and D-Link and others over Cisco's IP stack because it was just a better high performance IP stack. That sold to Wind River in '99. And then in 2000, Dave was commissioned by Gateway Computers to write the algorithms for dynamic load balancing of web servers. Back then, the internet was just up and coming. And what it did is all the traffic was going to one or two web servers, very few. So we had to figure out how to balance the traffic between. Otherwise, the internet would not be working today. What's an interesting thing, and that's kind of what our website talks about, Bruce, is going through the timeline of the internet and the invention and the major accomplishments there. That's exactly what we're doing here. And a lot of those accomplishments that were done there was because of either work that I did or Dave did in the 80s and 90s. And then that's the same thing that's happening here. So how do we fix scale? How did we know how to fix scale? Well, we fixed the scale on the internet back in 2000. So it's applying the same theories, applying the same techniques and such.
Well, it really is. It's amazing, and it has been something that I mentioned we've been able to portray here. And I always tell people too, when you come to something like this and you want to bring the people that you want together, you don't want to hold back. You don't want to do things. And you see, obviously, we have the logo here, made the impression that we needed to make. I mean, hats off to you guys, really, for curating that all into happening. And I know you flew in from
Las Vegas.
But
right? I was in Costa Rica for
that's right,
7 days before that, right? But that's all. It was for work.
Vegas, actually.
Yeah.
At Money 2020 and Coin Agenda as well. So it's been a few years. Prosaga.com. How do you perceive the next few months? Let's say 1 to 3 to 6 months. And what does a place like Dubai mean for Prosaga.com?
So where we see ourselves in the next 3, 6, and 12 months, the first thing is now we just brought on so it's been David and Michael and Jay working full time at this since 2017. We've had advisors and individuals that have had their day jobs and then put their time into this. But on November 1st, we actually brought on 19 employees full time. Leadership positions are pretty much filled with people that I've known for decades. And then from going forward, we're in the process now of hiring 24 to 32 developers. We expect that to happen with over the next 90 and then 180 days, kind of half and half. And then bring on the rest of the marketing, get the collaborative built, get all of the tokens sold necessary in order to get this foundation fully capitalized and up and running.
And it is a foundation. It's you guys have gone with a nonprofit
Absolutely.
type situation.
It's the only way you can do a decentralized organization. You can't do a blockchain if it's not a foundation. You're dealing with a central bank if you're dealing with a permissioned or non-decentralized blockchain. We don't believe that. So the one thing we did not compromise on is decentralization. That was the major point that we had to hit here. It wasn't about it's scale. We'll figure out scale, security. Got to figure out security, but it all based on decentralization. That was one of the hardest things that I've had to do. Dave and Jay are in the same position, is learn how to not think centralized and start to think decentralized. We've been up and down Sand Hill Road in Silicon Valley many times and sold equity and such like that in companies. This is a real weird one because whatever we do, what we put out there, it's up to the community what they want to do with it. Whether they do good or evil with it, that's dependent, right, on the world, on what their views are. Yeah. We can't say anything about it. That's really one of the biggest things we had to learn about.
Well, it's one of the, speaking of biggest things, one of the biggest things that I have seen is the experience. And it's that experience that as they're making their meetings and everything else really plays into it and is really moving it forward. So Michael Holman, I really appreciate you,
Bruce,
man.
thank you very
coming
much.
on. I know
I
I put you on
appreciate
the
it.
spot there.
No,
Any
that's great.
final thoughts you'd like to share?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Look, we can't do this with just 19 people. We can't do this with just 100. We need people to participate in this community. We really want to grow this. We want to grow it globally. We're here to create a foundation for the entire world to participate in the global commerce, regardless of what corner of the earth you live in. So please reach out, participate however you can. It definitely doesn't have to be monetarily. Participate as developers, participate as community members, and pushing the word out there, because this is something that we want to give to the world. It's 6 decades of doing things, and it's kind of a culmination or a swan song of all that we've done for the past lifetime.
Totally awesome, guys. They will be at Bitman's Digital Mining Summit tomorrow, as well as some other places the team will split. We'll probably meet over there and everything. But again, thanks so much for coming on.
Beautiful, Bruce. Thank
Talk
you, man.
soon.
Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Thank you. Awesome.
Okay, so how are we doing here? Are we right on batteries and everything else? Let's make a round. We were trying to make a round, but then
One more interview.
you want? Did he want one? Or no? Maybe. We'll give him a minute here.
Right after this.
After he takes the shot at tequila or whatever he's doing. I think he's actually handing it off. He's not doing it. So yeah, beautiful evening. We will go back after this, do some work. We have a big day tomorrow. We'll be at a couple of different conferences, Bitman being one of them. Bitman Digital Mining Summit, huge event, couple thousand people there. We have Big Rich here. Rich, you want to say hi? All right, here we go. Big Rich, man. He killed it. He really did. You did a great job.
Thank you, buddy.
I won't keep you too long because I know we already kind of went through
No
this.
worries.
But what do you think was the most important thing that came out of it? Is the lighting is messing with me here. So let me put it on.
Well, let me hold it.
You do it.
I'll do that. There we go. So from my perspective, the most important thing was really kind of the relationships and the meeting the people.
Mm-hmm.
Some real interesting backstories to kind of where people have come from. And for me, a lot of the purpose that people are trying to chase after, not just cash in, cash out. This isn't a cash cow economy now. People want a thing, the reason why.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been my big thing all the way along the way. Jay, the same. We're all about the reason why. Justify it.
Yeah. Well, it is really fantastic. It's Prasaga.com, and you can see just from the quality of the team as well, what kind of we're dealing with here. So I know you have a quick turnaround. You're flying back home.
Yep,
Where's
sadly.
home?
Home is Paris right now, so
Yeah.
not all that far away, so I can get it easy enough. But
Very good. And you have a background as well in basically distribution, right? Or
big industrial. So my background is 20 plus years in aviation, aerospace, defense, kind of big industry for big names.
Yeah.
And that's really what I'm bringing to the Prasaga team, is bridging the gap between kind of the enterprise side and the technology side, which we all know that Dave Biberman's got down to a T.
It's pretty cool. I mean, David Biberman, he's kind of a legend. You can Google him up.
Right.
And see, I actually met David years ago in Kentucky. So it's kind of funny that, everything all comes together. So,
Exactly.
well, Richard, it's been a real pleasure working with you
Likewise.
this week. I wish you a great trip home. I know the wife and kids are going to love to see you.
Yes, they are.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
coming
buddy.
on.
Take
Thanks,
care.
man. All right. So we're moving along here. We have, whoa, if I fall in the thing, it's going to be hilarious. Of course, we have Maru Patel. He's over there working it.
Talk about the augmented video game.
All right, let's talk to the augmented video game guys. Oh my gosh, and we have Hadi.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? How are you? So it was a heck of a game. Can I bend your ear for a second here? So first off, we can kind of pass it back and forth. So I have Hadi. Hadi is the founder of the event here, which we have been praising.
Thank
He's
you.
really done a heck of a job. putting it all together. No, we want to talk to you.
Right.
You have one of the most interesting projects.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.
So,
We-
Hadi, tell me
that's right.
a little bit about what it means to have such a high level of people come here and be able to make some fantastic things happen. Because of you.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So I think first of all, this didn't happen overnight. We've started doing this in 2018, and it has been a learning process. The most difficult part of our job is to make sure that we ensure that we have real investors coming to the event, vetting the investors, making sure that they are real investors, making sure that they are actually looking to invest, because some investors are real and vetted investors, but they're not in a position to invest at this moment. So the work that takes to qualify and book these investors and make sure that they show up at the event is a tremendous amount of work, and we're super proud of that. This edition, we had 209 registered investors at the event. We had 25 projects coming from all over the world that are looking to raise funds. We've conducted more than 350 one-on-one meetings over a 2-day period, and we're super happy with the outcome. Super happy. So it means a lot for us on multi levels. You know, it's a proof of. It's a proof that our gamble of doing something that is not done in the industry, which is the one-to-one meeting format, works and is needed, and that's on one side. The other side is we are also gambling on the image of Dubai. Dubai is leading the way in establishing itself as a center of excellence for everything. And when they set their sight into doing something, they do it with the best of the best. So Dubai is becoming a center of excellence for blockchain and for digital assets, and we want to be at the center of that.
Well, it's hats off to you, and I know it takes an entire team to pull something like that
Absolutely.
up, which again shows the leadership, because we've done a lot of different things. Here, I'll talk and then I'll hand it back. And so hats off to the entire team as well. There's something that he said there that was really important, and that was 200 investors and 25 projects. So that is something that I haven't seen anywhere. We do events all over the world. We were just at Money 2020, and not saying anything bad about it. It was a fantastic event. We were just here, there, and everywhere else. But that is a very special recipe. Is that something that evolved over time? And how long have you been doing this?
Okay, so we don't work only in the blockchain space. We work in multiple verticals, but this is our main vertical, and all of our events follow the same format, the one-on-one meeting format. In most of other investment-led events, you usually go to an event and you have a pitch on stage, and sometimes you have 200 startups and 10 or 15 investors.
Right.
We do it the other way around. And that's a very expensive business model for us, because you have to spend so much time qualifying the investors, making sure that they attend, making sure that they are well taken care of. We always host our event at the best hotel, the best food, the best entertainment. So it's a very expensive procedure, but at the end of the day, it delivers results, and that's what we are proud of. So this format, we came to perfect it over a long time and many trials and errors, to be honest with you. But as you said, you mentioned something very important, is that the team that we have is absolutely the key to our success. We have a team dedicated for the investors. We have a team dedicated for the sponsors. We have a team dedicated for the speakers. So, and all of them work as one entity and make sure that it works. This well-oiled machine works.
It is a well-oiled machine, that is for sure. There's rumors of the next event being in certain places. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So the plans was to expand. The plan was to expand our operation outside of Dubai as well in 2020. Then Corona had another plan for us. So 2021 was about regrouping and reestablishing the basics of the business. And then 2022, we're expanding the global blockchain in Saudi Arabia. So the 10th edition, so this is the 8th edition, the 9th will be in Dubai. The 10th edition in June, most likely, will be held in Saudi Arabia. We're super excited about that because there's a lot of things happening in Saudi in the blockchain space, and Saudi is a huge market in everything. So we're very excited about doing that in Saudi Arabia. There are plans as well to expand the event into Africa and potentially into North America as well. So these are the plans so far.
Fantastic. And then last question. Yeah, obviously, okay. So it's it'll be the 10th edition there. Where's it? Riyadh?
Yes,
Or
yes,
Riyadh?
yes,
Okay.
Riyadh, yeah.
And so, what did you do before? What led you to putting together these events?
So I've been in Dubai since 2004, so around 18 years now. My previous career has been all into the conference business. I was CEO and managing director of some of the largest conference organizers in the region. That's the whole idea of doing the one-to-one meeting came from, because I believe conferences are great for thought leadership positioning, for branding, but they're extremely ineffective if you want to raise funds or if you want to sell a product or services. This mission or this aim needs a completely different approach, much more curated approach and much more direct approach in providing value added. So that's where the whole idea came from, setting up those one-to-one meetings. But I mean, I've been in this industry for 18 years now.
Okay. Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I really appreciate you giving us some words, and it was fun to work with you. I would look forward to working with you some more. Wanted
Great.
to talk to this guy. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Thanks so much.
All right. Cheers, man.
Yes,
I'll see you
yes,
around.
So I had some fun with one of your guns there. Right.
Nice.
What's the name?
Dan, good
Dan.
morning.
Dan what?
Good morning.
Dan, good morning.
No. Komorni. Good morning.
Dan, good
One of
morning.
the-
All
one
right,
of the
cool.
Weird Eastern European surnames.
Oh, where are you from?
Slovakia.
Okay. All right, cool. So tell me a little bit about your game. They had a nice setup, just so you know, there in the investor meeting room, which was really kind of interesting the way they did it. There's probably 30 tables.
Yes,
30
roughly.
tables set up roughly, and they basically during the times they were booking, they were pretty full. And the people would come in, and it was kind of like speed dating, right? I never did speed dating, but if I did, that's what I think it would look like. So they had their setup there, kind of in the corner, big screen, everything else. So tell me a little bit about the game and how was the Congress for you?
All right. So first of all, I don't need to introduce myself again, but
Please.
let's run it. My name is Dan Komorni. I'm the CEO of Conreality, and we are not a game. We are a gaming platform.
Okay.
So we aim definitely higher. Definitely wanna go bigger. The game can be forgotten pretty soon, but the platform is where the real bucks are, right? Where where you can benefit from the networks of the ecosystem, drive the many times more users, developers, things like this. So what the game is actually about, it's a gaming platform for live action gaming. That will be your airsoft, your paintball, or your laser tag games, which we upgrade with our custom hardware, which we create an incredible marketing term, arena robotics. I hope it will catch up. Thank you very much. Spend the whole 30 seconds coming up for the pitch deck. No, seriously, I think it's a good term because this is specifically a brand new category for custom-made drones and the robots, specifically for arena games.
Yep.
So this is what we believe. This is the unique value
So it was really
that we're
cool.
providing.
So you had like the glasses over there.
Yeah.
You had the tank.
That's the augmented reality angle.
Okay.
And the third, the way why we believe we are unique in the industry, specifically in the gaming industry, is because we take a physical, tangible reality, right, with the airsoft and paintball games, and then we build the digital layers on top slowly with the augmented reality and blockchain gaming.
Yeah.
Play to earn model, very
All that
famous
stuff.
now. X
Yeah.
Infinity.
Okay,
Crypto,
and so you
and a
built
token.
the platform, and then you want are other people going to build on it? I didn't eat dinner, so I'm gonna eat a little chocolate while buying you. I'm like,
It's delicious, by the way.
Is it?
I'm just going around the whole
Yeah,
It's a little bit.
You started on this
strawberry.
one, huh?
Yeah. So I just nibbled on it and just throw it there. Yeah.
So it's a platform.
Yes.
So you want other people to build on it as well?
Yes. That's exactly the plan.
Mm-hmm. What is the platform? Is it built on something? Is it layer one? I mean, tell me a little bit about it.
So it's multiple things. It's not just hardware, because most of our hardware is open source, right? We provide the schematics and the plans for the hardware for the players and for the gamers, they can build them ourselves, or we can, of course, we can build the hardware for them, but that'll be a more like a higher ticket, higher priced ticket. Compared to the software is very approachable to everybody. Basically, every player that has every kid. We are taking literally. We are not necessarily a tech company. We are more like an experience company, right? Because we are taking the incredibly interesting experience that these kids are having in front of computer, and we transport it into the real world. That's the main takeaway. Using all of these technologies that I mentioned, blockchain gaming, augmented reality, and those crazy guns that you like so much.
I really did like it. I did like one of those live photos, and I posted it on my Twitter. We're on my Twitter right now, actually.
No, perfect. Is the Spaces or?
No, we were on Twitter and LinkedIn and YouTube and Facebook.
Okay, pretty good. I better not swear. My mom will kick my ass. Yeah, it's actually. Hey, mom, see, this is every time you stole my gaming rig cables. Look what the gaming got me to.
So how has it been for you? Was it a success?
It's been really. I can just second what Hadi said about first of all, the success of the format. The speed dating format works, and we had already lots of soft interest. Also converting some smaller checks, which I have to say we attended different events as well, and we weren't so successful there.
Right.
So I can attest to that. The format is successful, and we'll definitely. I think we will go the distance with Agora even to Saudi Arabia as well for the next year.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, looks
June,
also.
man? June?
I'm being told.
Hadi, June? Really?
I'm being told that the June actually in Riyadh is much better than June in Dubai. It's
really?
a different. Yeah,
It's
it's a
not as
different animal. Yeah, it's not as hot
We
actually.
were here in June, and ooh,
Yeah, the June in here it's
you got close to the doors, and it was like you could feel the heat.
Yeah. I tried actually. I was fresh off the bus in August, and it was basically just like June, right?
Yeah.
I actually tried to walk somewhere. I tried to walk to a mall, and like middle of the distance, like. Okay, I guess it's like you're in the desert. You're in the bloody desert, right? It's
Plus, it's like the cement. I feel like you get cooked from both sides. You get the cement that's all hot cooking you, and then it's cooking you from here.
Yeah,
Anyway,
exactly.
So what's the website? How do people get a hold of you guys?
So our website is www.conreality.com, and we are almost
Reality.
Conreality.
Gun.
Not gun. Con. CON. Yeah, it's a wordplay.
Reality.
It's just not just like a
That
con
sounds
reality.
better.
We're basically we're making the reality less boring, right? So it's like a
Con
cheating
reality. I got it. It's
cheating
better
reality.
name.
Yeah.
I like that.
Or also consensus reality.
So conreality.com.
Yes,
That's the website.
conreality.com, and social. Do follow us on social media, Instagram,
Can
on
people
Twitter.
go and play the game, download it, and play it right now?
So basically, we're in beta. We are now raising the funds to scale up the whole thing. Create the whole shebang.
Mm-hmm.
We landed here in UAE several months ago, and we're ready to go pretty soon.
Thanks for coming on, brother. Yeah, David was like, "You got to try the game, you got."
Yeah.
No, we wanted to talk to you the whole time, but I feel like your little space there was so busy.
I'm just showing the shit, my shit to everybody else.
Man, your mom's gonna watch this, bro.
Yeah, she's from Eastern Europe. I think she can handle a couple of shits thrown on the camera.
Pleasure, brother.
Yeah.
Cheers. Yes. Should we finish with Jay? Yeah, right. Jay finally has a plate. I still think we finished with Jay though.
Oh no.
What do you think?
No,
Or choice.
2 more days. Yeah, I've got another conference tomorrow. The Bitcoin conference tomorrow.
Just bear with me for 1 second. Maybe let's go look at the food real quick.
Yeah, you better.
Bro, I'm like dying over here. No, it's all gone. I knew this was gonna happen. But once we went live, it was all over. This is a disaster. All right, I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's go back and see if we can talk to Jay real quick before we end our live stream of the Prasaga.com Gala dinner. Yes.
The first one was the University of Cyprus.
Making
They
deals
brought it
over here.
So
Big
they
George.
have actually a master's program. Okay,
You gotta let him
So George is like one of the most important guys here. He's making it happen, doing it up. And maybe we let them do it. Maybe we let them do it and we end here. What do you think, David? Yes? Okay. So we are signing off. We had some of the big names here, of course, our friend Mohammed Al Ali, the CEO Michael Holden, the EVP Rich, of course Farsan, and our gaming guys. We had Hadi on here. We'll finish up. Let's finish up right in front of the thing. And we are signing off here in Dubai at the Sofitel on top of it in whatever they call this pool area. Been a wonderful event, Prasaga.com VIP dinner at Agora's Global Blockchain Congress. Huge success. See you soon.